Welcome to G&G Games and Guns. Mostly games. The guns part is mostly firearm safety issues. Talking about how to handle, how to clean, that type of stuff. What's good stuff to use. But mostly firearm safety, because it's always good to be aware of what you're handling. So let's get on to the main gist of things here. So I picked up this golden shield. I'm like, ooh, cool. It's got an attack speed of 2. And it's got God stamina costs -3. I can get 6% off my stamina costs, which is not too bad. Not in the beginning. Then I'm looking at it and going, okay, what is going on here? So, this is Mirror of the Night. It's just a funny looking one. So we're going to pull this up. Notice my movement speed went up by 2. But with the golden shield, my attack did not. So I don't know if it's glitching or what the deal is. I'm going to try turning it off. But, so, originally I put, so now let's pull up, let's look at our stats here. Now the trade goods profit and a 30% chance to gather additional items is permanent stats, I guess. 4% damage to mighty foes, 10% contribution to experience gains. That is, oh come on. That is from my gloves and my boots. We're going to take those off. As you can see, there's that. So, where is the, let's put this shield on here. So now I should have that 6%, right? Notice there's nothing there. Yeah. I don't know if it's glitched or what the deal is. And then I noticed that the same thing is happening with the cloak. So when you put the cloak on, you should have -4. Nothing. So, absolutely nothing for the cloak. So, I'm going to tell you right now, check your things, make sure that they're working properly. And you're getting the stats for the Abyss gear that you're putting it in. Because even though you can put these stamina things on, it doesn't help. So,
welcome.
let's extract. And then
Again.
we're going to embed it in. Ah, shoot. Okay, there we go. Alright. There's that. Embed. And, yep. And then the plate boots. Actually, I may change this up. But for right now, we're just going to embed it. Okay.
Wander at our paths will.
So nothing going on. Shield is completely empty, and I don't see. This is weird because with this equipped, my attack speed should go up, but my base attack stays at 0. But if I put this shield on, my movement shield goes up by 2. Really friggin' weird. I don't know. Okay, so now let's put the boots and the gloves on. See? Guard stamina costs -6. This is why you want to make sure you've got what you've got going on. For this. So that's it. It's going to be a real quick one. Just make sure that the gear that you're putting on is actually giving you the stats, because maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I know the cloak isn't it, so basically go right now, go with the best defense cloak you can get your hands on. going to try to boost it up, but I mean, there's no sense for me to freaking boost it up another level. I don't know. It's kind of can be a little frustrating, but like I said, the other stuff does seem to be working, and if I put all the earrings and everything else on, let's see, ring, necklace, earring. Now let's bring it up. Boom. See, here we go. Trade goods, 30%. Those two are permanent. 40% damage to mighty foes. 10 contribution. There's my -6 for the 2. Stamina regen of +4. Spirit and health. So, basically that is all on that. Now the weapons, the only way you're going to get these stats is if you've equipped them. So, when I pull my bow out and I'm using it, I'm getting a critical rate 1 on the bow. I'm getting 8% damage to beasts, and then I'm getting the 2, 2, and 5% critical rate against cloth, leather, and plate. And then again, when I equip the soul spear, I'm getting the same, I can do crow's pursuit, wound of darkness, I got attack 2, and a critical rate of 1. Same thing with this, which is kind of weird. I know. And then on the hat. Now, I know there are people that go, well, that's a terror. Who wants to wear that around? Well, right now it's a 30% chance to gather additional items. But you add this hat. Wait, hold on. Come on. Ah, shoot. I missed it again. It was quick. I think it's 10%, right? Pretty sure it's 10. Yep, 10%. So we're going to add that hat on, and 40% chance to gather additional items. Okay, so that is granted. Now, the only items that they really count is anything that your dog, if you put the bracelet on it, that allows it to collect your items. Basically plants, ingredients, that type of stuff. It doesn't count towards bugs, doesn't count towards mining, doesn't count towards logging. But in the right spot with your dog running around, you not having to pick anything up, that sucker can literally get over 150 items like really super quick. And with that 40%, literally it instead of 1 or 2, it's giving you anywhere from 5 to 9. So it helps. That allows you to get money, give it to the camp, what have you. So, all right, we're gonna end this here. Oh shoot, I forgot. I forgot to do that. Boom. Slashing Reeds, Rising Torment. So not too shabby. I'd really like my health to be a little bit better than 0.8%. I'd love to be like 0.2 or 2.0% per second, but you've only got so many that you can put shit in. There is a way though. You can increase this up. Like, see, that is, I got that up to level 7, which is this. If I go 1, 2, if I go 2 more levels, it'll be 0.8, and it'll give me 7. Or, that is 6. 1, 2, I can go up 2 levels, increase my defense up. Yeah, it only goes up by 1. That's the kicker. That's what I don't. It's like, oh, no, I'm sorry. Yep. 11, 11, 12. That's about as high as I don't have those scales. So technically I could. I have enough stuff. 1, 2, 3. 3 abyssals. I could get that up to 0.4. 0.4. Which would be more than 1. So, but I am like holding on to my abyssals, trying not to use them in the gear because, you know, actually I can get that. Wait, where is it? Stamina. I gotta figure out. I'm gonna figure out where I want to get my stamina up. More stamina you have, the better. I mean, some of these, you know, you want to. It's hard. It really is. It's like you want to try. You got to try to base what you want to do. I mean, geez, I'm at next level. It costs 5. Jumps it up by 75 to max health of 975. So, all right. So just be aware of that. Let's make sure here. Hold on, I want to make sure I got everything. Let's see. I got my hat. Yep, that's good. Defense. Yep, my shield with the defense. Gloves. Alright, yep, I got everything. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is save. $176 at 4:30 a.m. 3 more days and I can go do some rubber. Look, there he goes. Hold on. I'll do it really brief here. Where is it? Shoot. Okay, so I have 64 of those. Really? I'm shocked. I figured it out. So you notice he's still going around. He's still collecting all those red croutons. There's a ton of them over here by the witch's house. I'm gonna help. Don't have to, but here's another tip. Hold down your square button as you're walking along. You will automatically collect things. After you do your initial little jump. Okay. Alright, real quick here, let's go. Well, I had 64, now I'm up to 123. Most of that was the dog. Did you see what I mean? It, with that hat, it just boosts it way the heck up. And those sell for 14 copper each. So there's 1,400 copper just in these two, which is, what is it, 1,000 copper is 1 silver? I don't know. Alright. I hope this helps. We're going to end it.